name is Qi Gu, and oftentimes when I want people to remember my name, I tell them that in Chinese, it's my last name is pronounced first, so it's pronounced as Gucci as a brand name. So nobody would forget that. And I'm from China, and it's a coastal province called Jiangsu, and it's a very beautiful province. My province is known for its economy, because being part of the coastal China is much more developed than many of the inland provinces. I'm the only one of my family here in the United States, and I came here in 2008 as a transfer student from China. I went to University of Wisconsin-Madison for a double major in economics and journalism. And then last year I graduated from Wisconsin and came here, Wake Forest, for my communication program, master's program. So I think I chose North Carolina because I was a little bit tired of the winter in Wisconsin. 5 months of snow, that was too much for me, especially after 3 years. So I want to change, and North Carolina is called the Land of America, so why not try out a different environment? Culture here in the States is more homogenous. When people are talking about the popular things, the things they watch, the things they enjoy to listen to, it's pretty much about the same thing, like same group of singers, same group of movies or actors. But then in China, I think it's much more diverse. We talk about all different things, and in some ways, we talk a lot about foreign cultures. And in that sense, I think, the discussion in China is a little bit more diverse and global. I think in terms of the characteristic of being homogenous, I think, of course, because I went to a school in the north and now I'm in a school in the south, I do see differences in cultures, like the way people talk, the way people communicate. So if I walk into a fast food restaurant, the first time I came to the southern part, I was surprised that people would call you, "Hey, sweetie, here's your hamburger." "Oh, honey, here's your fries." But in the north, people wouldn't say so. It's more like, if you come to me, I know you want to ask for a favor, so I'll help you the best I can. But after that, we're done. So it's different in that sense. And back in China, I think we have a similar contrast, but it's the other way around. In the north, people are more like, "Hey, how are you?" But in the southern part, people are like, "Yes, I'm willing to help you, but don't bother me too much." I think when we are talking about China with its past and China with its future, I think China is at a cross-section, especially with our generation. Ideologically, I think our generation is more influenced by the Western culture and the ideas of democracy, civil rights, human liberties. But on the other hand, especially in terms of families, all these traditional cultural values still carry on. When you think about this, it's like, in China still nowadays, girls are expected to get married or at least have, a stable relationship at the age of 25. This is the expectation. But so this is the traditional part of China that people still feel comfortable with. But then, we also see the more westernized aspect. And I don't know how these two would reconcile and which one would prevail, but it's an interesting dynamic to keep attention to. When we are talking about sense of belonging after you are living in a foreign country for a while, I have a more global perspective than many people. When we're talking about belonging or in different places, whether it is in my home country and a foreign country, I think I belong to the earth, belong to the world. And as long as I do something that contributes to the population in general, I think I feel really good about myself.